Hello everybody, this is Baron Robin. I believe last time I told you guys that I was gonna hit play right away. I'm not. I'm gonna shortly go over the focus tree, and I think I'll actually build the Atlantic ball. And that is because I also want to pull off some of the forces which are currently holding basically the channel. Because the AI tends to land well in the Normandy region, quite historically accurate. And this is actually very good army with a pretty decent general as well. So I want to call him over to defend Berlin. Also, I want to quickly show you where we are in terms of research I should say. I'm researching the Panther slightly ahead of time, and it will get a nice buff from the Porsche heavy tank design. A little bit of armor, a bit of hard attack. Hard attack, not a hard attack. In terms of infantry equipment, I am well, more or less. I think I should have gotten night vision probably a bit earlier. But as you can see, I was also lagging behind in the infantry. I think for a game on elite difficulty, I basically chose too many techs. I wanted to build a mountain infantry elite army using all the buffs here. Meanwhile, you know, having nice support artillery as well, which I'm totally behind on. Should be more or less here right now, producing probably the latest artillery as well. Also support equipment, I'm a bit behind. Do note that I have the second or the first mechanized research, which gives you a passive buff to all the motorized you have. So not only can you produce mechanized with this research, but you also get a nice hardness boost for all your motorized, which basically improves the hardness of any motorized divisions you'll create. Yeah, so I have a light anti-tank weapon, the Marder 2. I just love it. It's nice. You can convert all the light tanks into these Marders, and all the light tanks you get from gobbling up France and the lowlands and any other countries. You can convert all those light tanks into anti-tank Marders, which are pretty cool. So they're also attached to one of my infantry templates. In terms of doctrine, almost there. It's almost complete. I think I did miss the research for a bit, so I probably should have been done, and it would have been a lot better for the war. So I think that you should always focus if you are playing a major nation. You should always focus your land research. As you can see, we're at the end of 42. The war is generally, if you're playing mainland Europe, it's on the way. At this point in time, it's always on the way. You should have the last ones, you know. In terms of naval, research the carrier, building those. That's where you can see that I've basically diversified my tag because I like to. It's not necessarily the best, but it was a lot of it's a lot of fun. So we do have very nice aircraft carriers, and they actually also have a little bit of they have a little bit of organization through the base strike focus tree, research tree, doctrine, I should say. In terms of aircraft, we're good. I've also researched the carrier-based fighters and navs. So there you can see there's a lot of research time has gone into this, and I've also more or less finished the battlefield support doctrine. Here you get an agility buff for the close air support, which is really nice. And I think here there was nothing which I really want at this time. I have other stuff to focus on, such as the basic equipment. In terms of engineering, encryption decryption is up. Well, I was gonna say it's up. More or less in line with time, but it's not. I'm actually still missing the last one actually. But it's decent. It's decent. And as you can see, developing the V1 guided missile right now. Gonna take 110 days. In terms of industry, I went down the oil route, which obviously you need, because I produced a lot of synthetic refineries, and I should probably assign a little more to this, but I think as you can see, there's a lot to do, and you're probably better off skipping maybe a bit of the air doctrines even. Probably the naval doctrine, the naval research. You can skip this, but I don't know. I think it's fine. If I survive this, we should be fine. So what did I do with this deck? I created a few templates. Not too many, as you can see. I like to keep things fairly organized. I made a basic infantry. I think this is actually the starting template for the German for the Wehrmacht. So basically, support artillery, support engineer company, and 18 with infantry division. I'll make this 20 at some point, but basically they are there to hold the line, and generally they will not make the full combat width. So it's alright. Eventually there should be 20. Then there's the 40 with infantry division with a lot of anti-air, a lot of artillery, and the Marder Zweis, as I told you, the light tank destroyers. Engineers, support artillery, and recon. They're pretty cool. They could be elite, but there's no real need, because the panzers and the mountaineers are elite. So then the infantry will get reinforced, and then the garrisons. And generally, in terms of recruitment, I've put my recruitment on low priority. So that's how I've layered my the provision of supply to my unit. There's a pretty cool mountaineer unit. It's 40 width, full support with anti-air, artillery, and engineers. They're pretty nice. And then we have the Panzer division. The Panzer division consists of a lot of light tank destroyers, a lot of Marders. Motorized, about to get the organization to about 30, which I feel is sort of enough. And medium tanks. So medium tanks, light tank destroyers, motorized, and a few support artillery, engineers, and recon. They punch a nice hole, 600 breakthrough. They're pretty decent, and very soon I'll have the new, basically a lot better medium tank. So that's going to improve this unit quite significantly. Having said that, one of the good infantry. So in terms of organization of my army, I have west and offense mixed together. These are the 5 main armies which I'll move around with. This infantry unit is holding the Atlantic Wall. I don't want them to do that anymore because I feel that I need to defend Berlin. So I'll send them in. Actually, no, this doesn't connect. That should be. I think this should be enough because I feel that I have. Alright, why not? So they'll move over here. I'll railroad them all into the middle, and then they can disperse over the line. That's going to be a bit of a safeguard because I think there are a lot of lot of units pushing into this area. Now I do think I should get air superiority as well. I'll move over. You should get in. Get the air superiority. I think there's one airbase which is overcrowded. You want to get rid of that as well. I think they should all go to 100% once I unload the airfield. Now I have a panzer army led by Heinz Guderian, and he's pretty cool. He did roll a lot of defense actually, unfortunately, and I've used them to push into the Soviet front line. And I've moved my mountaineers over. They'll hold this mountain ridge here, and the Spanish and Romanian forces will probably hold this river. I've actually also placed an army here. Note that Czechoslovakia is still there. I think I should have probably staged a coup with them at some point, because I think their stability was a little lower way back. Now they're going for trust in the west, which basically means I hope they would have joined me. It's too bad, but I've got the front covered, and I think should they declare, or well, should they join the Allies, I think they should be dealt with rather swiftly. I could also start formulating on them, but I think that's only gonna last 10 days. But I think I need to focus on the Soviets first. All right, this is it. Play. Enough talking, right? So the Panzer Army is doing relatively well in holding the line here, and the guys here are probably being pushed back slowly. But what I'm trying to do is get the Panzer Army in, and I was gonna try to link up the front. I doubt if that's the best for me. So the mountaineers should be coming over. They are not. Why are you not? Should be signed there. I think supply is alright. Just go there, guys. Yeah, it's gonna push supply over quite a fair bit. So I'm gonna move my armored core over. As you can see, we're losing here in the north. Ooh, and we oversupply even. Well, that's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it. Into Pommern. Right. I think actually the looking at the combat, they should be. Well, they're in decent supply. That's that's disappointing. All right, but here I should be able to make a breakthrough. would be good if some of those guys would be coming over at some point. Let's just start. I think I'm gonna move my way over to Krakow. Also, I think now would be a great time to call in some of my allies. Greece can come in, Croatia can come in, and I think I'll call in Japan as well. Croatia, I don't think Croatia has as many units. 3. Whereas Hungary? Hungary is actually in a decent shape. They're getting a lot of supply from me as well, and they should be 42 units. Romania is probably fielding the most, 25. Not so true. 8 units for Greece, but nationalist Spain, on the other hand, is supplying a nice 121 divisions, and Italy 56. Really. Italy, I have no idea how the AI cocks up Italy so bad. Mussolini just is not helping. Now, air is an issue here as well, and I do think. Well then, I could try moving a bit of my let's say half. Well, let's say 600. Let's pick the guys with the. Here we go. And at least go intercept some of their nice dispersed industry. So now I can build up. I think I should go for to boost my army as much as possible with every research I get. Try to at least get rid of some of their bombing, because my Panzer Corps has basically been stopped, and I don't have any supply. So I think I should move my Panzer Corps over to the north here, albeit supply will also be an issue there. But I'm building it up rather quickly. So I think I'll move my my Panzer Corps out of here as soon as they're more or less done with the latest move. Is this a new supply region? Meanwhile, are we getting any? We're not getting any landings, so that's good. I think I think Spain is holding their own peninsula. I'm actually helping Spain with a very green army. It's probably not really required, but I'll leave that as is for now. The declaration. Oh, maybe my calling in of Japan forced the Russians to already start moving some of their units, because I saw. So I should probably get a better computer. Nah, they'll be able to hold this. And I think I should be running out of. I'm not running out of any tanks yet. But the presence of my tanks does mean that they're not moving in their troops. Let's see if I can actually repair the infrastructure there. What's this region called? This is Stanislav. Probably butchered that. Don't see them being bombed. I think I should be helping out here. I can create pockets there. I think I'm gonna actually make my mountaineers move over as well. 3 unit tiles can attack us. Let's try to keep a hold of the airport. I can actually retreat into Czechoslovakia, because we do have access rights through Slovakia. Combat here is fine. I think we'll be able to create a nice pocket here. Yes, definitely the better plan. Move out, Guderian. Well, actually, Japan. So I wonder how this war will go here, and in the east, in the far east, because Japan did actually go. Oh, nice! They did the right thing. They did go for a preemptive war on. So I thought at first they were going to declare, and they nicely populated the front line. So I thought they were going to go for an early war with the Soviet Union, but actually they opted out, which I found very disappointing. Are you guys moving away yet? I think you are. Good. Good. So they can go there. Wow. Oh. So they've actually waited. They've held out with accepting until they made a nice plan, I suppose. Nah, they left their line super unguarded, and I'm not sure what they're doing now. Zeibai-san Ma joined the commentary. Oh, huh? Wow. So the Zeibai-san Ma is one of the wallets, which actually apparently took over China. By the way, the Russian fleet has been decimated, and I do have a secondary fleet here. Actually, I'm not sure I did show you my fleets yet. So we have a main. That's not it. Well, that was it. Oh, there's it. This is my main fleet, and it's got, you see, there's two older carriers, the Graf Zeppelin and Peter Strasser, the Europa, and the Seydlitz are a lot newer, and they more or less have a 50-50 plane distribution on them, I think. Still a nice amount of destroyers there to shield them. As you can see, the destroyers they pick up assists and kills, but the main work is being done by the aircraft carriers, and they are currently holding basically the Baltic. I'm not too bothered trying to even go as far as the North Sea, and I'm building up a fleet in Normandy. Fairly confident they will not get bombed. Do I actually have air superiority here now? Yes, I do. And so supply, not great. This is a region and this is a region. Did not really expect that. How's this bit? They're trying to move back. They're being constantly hammered, but I think these attacks should be fairly pointless. They're attacking into the hills. Um, there we go. Panther researched. Very nice. I think I should definitely improve my engineers. Get a bit of additional entrenchment on all the infantry unit. So they're probably trying to land somewhere here, and I don't have any respawn forces. Well, I do. Alright. That should be fine. Just have to try to keep an eye on it. I think I should be streaming, because then you can at least you guys can sort of inform me that there's a landing ongoing somewhere. What is this? The Dutch Knil-divisie is trying to take over, but they'll fail because they don't have a port. They'll run out of. They're actually on very, very low strike. They've probably been doing this for years, and I haven't seen it. They should be failing though. Alright, so they are slowly regaining org. I think I'll just move them over manually so they and I'm gonna try to create a mini pocket. Let's see how mini. I think just tac. That should be fine. And I want them to appear on the front line in full org. So I'll just move them manually. Right click rather than railroad them there. Well, they regain org so quickly. That was totally not required. Say what? Oh no, they took over the airport. Oh, that's it. Oh, that sucks balls. That definitely sucks balls. I think I have a new priority for my panthers now. So I need to move about 600 planes, which have, I think the fighters have a decent range. Need to move another 600 over. These fighters can go there. Still 500 to go. Well, it would be you and you. I think I'm still gonna try to help this airfield, and I'm actually going to upgrade my airfield just in case. I'm gonna upgrade that airfield over there. Oof. So, yeah. That's how I'll do it. They should be losing a lot more material, constantly attacking into me. The problem is, of course, that they are moving on to my home ground. So I'm actually losing production capacity while doing this. But I generally like this sort of flexible defense. I don't think I'm losing. I don't think I'm losing a lot of army. Yeah, I'll probably not be able to see. Let's see how many people. So we do. Well, they're already racked up 2 million losses. So in quite a short time span. So yes, they have more or less infinite manpower, but why is this not working? Is this a river crossing? No way. Oh yes, it is. That's why I wanted to attack here. Well, only the first bit should be very difficult. Well, this front is just sweet. Then not getting through at all. And here, there you go. Greek friends are trying to help with the little pawn. Just checking if there's a big D-Day going on. Guderian. Yeah, so we still have a decryption advantage over. Why are you not calling in? Weiter, ins Verderben. I totally forgot what I wanted to do with my new army, but these are regular infantry guys, so they're good, and they should be. I think they'll be. There you go. For now, they'll serve. Yeah, why not? Ah, the recovery rate. Bikes. You can have a different color, let's say blue, and you can go here, and I'll probably assign all my new infantry there for the time being. I don't really need them at this front. I don't have the supply to put them anywhere. Is this plan? Are they actually still doing something? No, they stopped. They stopped attacking. I think I should try on the north. 87 out of 9. Ah, there you go. All right. Yeah. So supply got back up. I'm gonna move you guys over the river because this is not going anywhere. I'm just gonna plow straight towards Poznan. And then use this little bulge here. Now they will get held up slightly. Come on, guys. Oh, did I? Actually fairly well defended. they'll get held up at every point, moving across the front line like this, because the Soviets are continuously attacking them. But eventually they'll get there, and they should create a nice little pocket here. I think that's probably the way to do it. Is just create little pockets and get rid of a little bit of their offensive capabilities. Meanwhile, we're building. Ooh, this is looking promising. It's quite a big landing. Sure. Next infantry or improve my yes. I think I've plenty of artillery. Yes, there you go. So I should be able to research down that path quite quickly and then get to the new artillery. Maybe I'll just start producing the. I'll start with the anti-air. Actually, switch production of those. All right. Finally, we're getting somewhere. Oh, if I unpause anyway. There you go. AI already detecting a nice attack. Yes. It should be a minor victory. Where is that actually? The France. Ah, yeah. Yeah, so they're actually doing something, that stack of 7 units. You were holding the French resistance at bay. Oh, that's... Oh, very inconvenient. Alright. Deploy all of that. So half of you guys can go here. Offensive line there. Should be attached. And these guys should go there. Offensive line there. And you guys should go there. And then you can go ahead and squash the bugs. Alright, let's see how this is going. Looking slightly worrying that there's a counter push. I think I should maybe reorganize the orders of these armies, but do that at some other point. How are you guys doing? Oh yeah, they're being being harassed all the time. So as soon as I get a chance, I'll lock these guys down. The good thing is that actually the Soviets moved in a lot more troops there. How's this going? Ooh, that looks rather scary. Bad allies. Bad. Alright. Have you pin those guys down. Those guys are continuing. You see a few of them got out. But at least we got him. We got him. I think I'll make a cut in the videos here. Well, I'll do that after we've secured this bit here. You guys don't worry, just attack. I should confine the allies to La Rochelle. Ah, they're pulling them out. Pulling them out. I think they got away, most of them. Alright, we actually have the Atlantic Wall finished. That's actually pretty cool. Because it gives us quite a bit of forts. And I don't think I actually want to go for any other national focus. So I may just go for air production. Yeah, I will. And now this looks very stable, so I'll continue creating little pockets here. Try to make a few pincers, actually proper attacks. We should have. This looks off. Ah, there you go. 122 of 121. I should have probably done this a lot earlier, before the war. Build up the infrastructure here. But in the end, it's just I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm thoroughly enjoying this battle with Soviet Russia. Strong guys. Let's see how we're actually doing. I think we killed quite a bunch of Soviets in the last little push. They already they were I think they were at 1.8 million losses 5 minutes ago. They're now 2.7 million, so they're starting to die, which is a good thing. There you go, their pool of manpower. I think this figure was at 8 million before, so they've been training, obviously. But I think they're also burning through their manpower, and they're on extensive, so there's a lot more. We'll have to keep doing this for quite a while. But this front is very stable. The front here, I think, is now also quite stable. If I manage to remove a few of their armored cores, then their offensive capability should be a lot less severe, and we can start thinking about actually a proper counterattack. We'll do that next episode.